So there's a new kid in town. And just like the song says, everybody's talking about him. So I decided to talk to a few people myself to find out more about this newcomer. Only to find they're not that new after all. A true standout that has transcended time, backed by a rich heritage of British engineering and innovation. Part of this heritage is a truly special story of ownership through the eyes of someone who chose to distinguish himself from the rest. Hi, Kaloy. She's a beauty.
Hey, how are you?
Now, Kaloy, you're obviously a car guy. Why the MG?
My father, we had the assembly of the Studebakers, and we got the British line, BMC line, which MG was one of the items that we assembled. We made the MG 1100.
In the Philippines?
In the Philippines.
So this was being manufactured or assembled here in the Philippines at what year?
68.
Wow.
These are the plates I had for my two MGs, which are antique plates.
And these magazines?
That's the
Oh, these are
parts.
manuals. Wow.
Of which all parts are easily available. Then I have this book.
These were the Bibles. I remember these.
The first MGB that I actually saw close up was in my father's assembly plant back in the 70s. I wanted to buy it, but according to him, it wasn't for sale. When I got to the States, I bought a red standard MG in 1974. And then in 98, I was able to get parts for the V8 engine, which I had been reading about, to repower the MG. And I got the body minus an engine and transmission and built up this car. This was above what other members of the Washington, D.C. MG Club had, mine being one of the few. Makes you feel good when people admire something that you have. It was something I had that other people didn't have.
It's in very good condition. It actually looks like it should be under glass. I mean, this is like a trophy car for you, or do you really even get to drive it?
I drive it regularly. How would you like to drive?
Are you kidding me?
See how it feels.
Let's go, give it a try.
According to my son, this is one of the finest cars that he's ever driven, handling, power-wise. And for a while, I guess he thought since we were leaving for the Philippines, he had no idea that I had plans of bringing this home. Since the MG was established as a sports car in the 1930s, I'm hoping that they set up an MG car club, stir up all the old blood and still MG owners today and bring out all their MG cars. You'll be surprised how many MGs will pop up.
Kaloy's life is a story about transcending the commonplace into the possibilities ahead. And like him, MG has always chosen to come through. However far the journey goes, all the way to a promising future ahead. My journey so far has unraveled some very interesting revelations. After speaking with a number of car collectors and enthusiasts, I was surprised to find out that not only do we have a strong MG culture here in the Philippines, but that we actually created and exported that culture worldwide when we started assembling one of their models back in the 60s. So in some unescapable way, we actually became a part of the global brand story of MG, one that is about to enter an entirely new chapter. Hi, Albert.
Hi, James. Welcome to MG.
Thank you. I'm taking a trip through time actually to learn a bit more about the brand.
Yes, let's do it. Thank you.
All right. So why is MG's return to the Philippines so significant?
MG really wants to be a global brand. it has successfully entered many markets. They're doing very well in Southeast Asia, in Latin America, in Middle East. And I think one of the most important markets right now for the automotive industry is really the Philippines. We're one of the fastest growing automotive markets. And we see that the models being offered by MG really fits for the Filipino buyer. And I think MG and us at TCCCI saw that opportunity, and that's why we brought MG here in the Philippines.
So is there more to MG than just assembling cars?
MG is really part of a big vision that SAIC is also very instrumental in making it happen. We want to be able to offer cars for a bigger market. We want people to appreciate the quality, the design, and the performance that MG stands for all these 90 years. So if you will look at the research and development group of MG through SAIC, it's very, very geared towards what it can provide all markets as a global brand. And of course, also taking in consideration all the future needs of the market. So we're also looking into new car engines, new development using hybrid and electric vehicles.
One of the biggest concerns I think here for Filipinos is after-sales service. And what's MG Philippines going to do about that?
We have assured our clients that parts availability is more than 100%. These parts that are made to produce MG vehicles are the very same parts available for our after-sales. So I think that's something very assuring. We are also offering what we call the mobile garage. It's our way of assisting our clients where they can call on for an appointment for a PMS works, and we will go to their residences.
MG are now able to take that next crucial step here in the Philippines, which is to focus on the highly coveted ownership experience, like integrating technology that allows you to schedule your vehicle servicing and mobile garages that come to you. MG Philippines tells me that by placing their customers at the center of everything they do, they create an ownership experience that empowers their customers to focus on what really matters to them. Which leads me to the last part of my journey. Who are these MG customers? What do they need? Or more importantly, what drives them? Everyone is looking for the freedom to cross over from mundane to magnificent, and we're in constant pursuit of the tools to get us there. For some, it might be that weekend getaway with friends, while for others, it might be a way to accelerate their climb up the corporate ladder. But while we all have different goals, hobbies, or dreams, one thing remains the same. We all want to be in control of where we are going. So I decided to spend the last part of my journey getting to know this new breed of customer and find out what drives them.
Sorry to interrupt. I know you're in the middle of something here. I'm James. I noticed you were looking at this car, and I was just wondering, I've got one out there. If I take you for a test drive, will you answer a few questions for me?
Sure, why not?
If he buys it, the sale's yours, okay? Don't worry, I'm not trying to steal him, all right? What do you do? What's your passion? What do you do for a living?
I'm an account manager for a web design company here in the Philippines. Like any job, there are hard times also. You know, you have to work hard at it. You have to hustle. I think I'm doing well for myself. I'm achieving my goals.
How do you define success? Has it changed much? Is quality of life, happiness, rating up there? What's the metric like now?
It's still the same. Work stability, you know.
Is it true that this generation, your generation, is more experiential now? It's more about the experiences than just the assets and the cash, etc.?
Well, I think it's half true, and half of it depends on the person still.
All right, you said you're an account manager, but who are you really?
Basically, we like going hiking with my friends to different places here in the province. It's also something of an escape for me, and I also like photography.
What's your feeling when you get into this car?
This car, you know, gives me confidence. You know, it feels premium. When I first looked at it, the design was like very, very classy. If I want to get a car, and when I get a car, I want it to inspire confidence in me.
Let's look at some of the features here, because you've got the heritage. Okay, so you got the brand up the front.
I like the logo, man. It's like
it's been
very
there for a long
straightforward and it's classic.
It's classic. Then you've got the modern amenities here. We've been through the sunroof.
Sunroof's cool, yeah.
This whole multimedia display
Touchscreen,
here.
yeah.
This is vital now, I think, in a car. You cannot have a car anymore
Exactly.
that has those little dials and
Oh,
stuff like that.
yeah.
Are you an Apple or an Android user?
I'm an Apple user.
Apple
I'm
user.
an
You're gonna
Apple
love the Apple CarPlay because you shouldn't use your phone while driving.
Of
So
course.
lock it away, and your messages will come up here. They can be read to you. They just incorporated Waze into Apple CarPlay. I like also the way that this leather is it's soft.
Yeah,
You know,
it's soft
this
leather.
part here on top of the dashboard has a nice softer feel. So it's soft touch.
I can say that right now I feel that I am on top of my game. You know, I am on my way, but I also like where I'm at.
Is this a reward for you? Would this be your first, second car, third car purchase?
I've had cars before, but they're all like secondhand.
Okay.
You know, like I'm in the 20s, so I can only
Been there,
afford
done
that.
that.
Yeah. So this might be
your first
my
brand new
brand
car.
new purchase.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
really interested in this, and actually this is a smooth ride right now, man. I'm really impressed. I can honestly say I like the design, the interior. It's very modern, stylish. This multimedia touchscreen system is like very, very nice. The interface, you know, it's cool. And the sunroof, man, wow.
That's not even a sunroof. That's like a galaxy roof. It's that big.
Yeah. Yeah, man, you can see the stars like when you're driving around.
Many are content with getting by, but there are those who see the potential beyond the usual and the ordinary. They may stand apart from the rest, but they are far from being alone. Especially with a brand that takes them on journeys to become better versions of themselves. This is what drives MG. Cars built to be distinguished from the ordinary, driven by those who choose to stand out.